tears streaming down the face of Jamie McMurray in victory lane, you realize the emotion tied to 3 years of trying, or 108 races of going for the trophy and coming up short. But that all ended Sunday in Alabama with Jamie winning his first race since October of 2010. His elation still evident moments after the race when he spoke with Race Hub exclusively for this edition of Winners Weekend.
Sunday at Talladega, all eyes were focused on the championship contenders, not Jamie McMurray and the one team. And rightfully so, since McMurray has been winless and irrelevant dating back to 2010.
Jamie McMurray. Jamie McMurray wins the 2010 Brickyard 400. Jamie McMurray may not be a chaser, but tonight in Charlotte, he was the best racer.
McMurray has had an ebb and flow career since his 3-win season, which has produced only 7 top 10s, 2 top 5s, and a 108-race winless streak. But in Jamie's favor this weekend is his success at restrictor plate tracks. Having won at Daytona and Talladega before, a win isn't unlikely, as long as he can stay out of trouble.
It is indeed a beautiful day here at Talladega Superspeedway as we get set to roll here. We just don't know what's going to happen here.
You can predict the unpredictable when you come to this particular racetrack.
All right, be ready. Pace cars away. Stay in line.
Green flag is being displayed in the air, and we are underway.
Well, strategy was to race all day and get to the front, and I just could never get in the right lane at the right time. I knew on Friday we had a really fast car, and I thought if we could ever get to the front, we would have a car that could stay.
No, I just can't get in the right lane at the right time. My car is really quick. I just can't. I'm not doing the right thing.
My car was much better in the middle or the top. If I was on the bottom, I would go backwards.
McMurray wasn't the only one moving backwards on the bottom. Once the field settled in, the lane was a momentum killer.
Strategy as far as calling the race was relatively easy. The way the cautions fell and didn't fall.
Long green flag runs made strategy calls easy for Kevin Manning. But coming off the track under green to pit was a different story.
I just let that lap hit this lap. You're good. I was going to miss it. They hit me in the ass when I got on the brakes. We're screwed here, but I was going to wreck if not. He caught speeding.
Missing pit road pushed McMurray into the middle of the pack, but experience took over, and Jamie made his way back up front. And with a smooth pit entrance and 2 tires stopped late, he was right back in the mix for the final laps.
I tried to stay in the middle most of the day. Saw the 17, the 88 had a big run on top, and I felt confident that if I got up there, I could get back in line and not lose a lot of ground. So I moved up in front of those guys and had just open air in front of me.
That's a 31-43 wide for third again.
He fans out to that extreme outside lane.
The 24 and the 18 were in the middle, and they kept giving me the outside off of turn 2, and I just had a lot of momentum. And once I cleared those guys, it moved to single file, and I found myself leading.
All clear.
Out front is Jamie McMurray. Behind him, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr.
We got down to 10 laps to go. I'm like, well, it'll happen now. And then we got to 5 to go. And at that point, with 5 to go, I felt confident that the 88 was content riding where he was, and that he was going to try to time out a lap. Probably off turn 4 is where I thought he would try to time the pass at.
Who's going to dive to the bottom? Nobody in the top 10 making a move yet. Dillon looks to the inside. Nothing there. He gets turned by Stenhouse. And also Dillon is up to the air. He slams back to the ground. Everybody moves to the bottom. Spot behind you. Keep the lead.
It is all over here at Talladega. Jamie McMurray, the guy who was in charge for the last 20 laps or so, is the man who will pick up the victory.
Good job. See you in victory lane, my friend. Can't wait. I cannot wait.